Hi everyone, it's Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for joining me. We are doing the numerology and the astrology for October 15th, 2020. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 11. It's a pure 11, so it's all about expansion and change. And you're going to be required to continue life on this planet by expansion and change. And so that's a lot of effort. Takes a lot of effort. Takes a type of determination and consistent mind that embraces differences and wants to get deeper into the reality than just living shallowly and having a flat life. The number 11 is the wild thing. It is the rebel. It is the part of our soul that refuses to let others define what is good or bad. It is that part that says, wow, you have a judgment about that. Perhaps I should explore that a bit more. When you see others walking around carrying metaphorical signs that they use to define the reality, notice that the sign, any sign, says loud and clear, fear. It is when the number 11 day shows up that you see clearly past those signs and into the fear that is underlying their behavior and choices. Today, take absolutely nothing at face value. The louder something is, the more there are emotions, fears, and complex patterns driving that perception forward. But in this number 11 day, you see past the facades of the obvious even more than normal, and you recognize the cage that others place around themselves to define their reality and to keep themselves safe. What actually keeps you safe is awareness, openness, and flexibility. When you have the ability to perceive all things from a higher level and a function, then the reactive mind of the number 2 calms down, and you can observe objectively and discover the underlying truth. The astrology today. In the morning, there is a Sun-Pluto square. Expect fears you thought long buried surface, and know that trusting others becomes very challenging. You will see many brave people push through obstacles that are intended to thwart their power. Learning to not let others define you and who you are in the world is a critical lesson for a soul's evolution. Most obstacles are superficial inconveniences that usually are able to block weak souls from standing up. Many things are idle threats that are more bluff than bite. That is, unless the person intends to make points and they are trying to prove their bravery. But what often they prove instead is their idiocy and lack of self-control and ability to discern what is really appropriate in a situation. The moon moves out of Virgo and into Libra as you are sound asleep. This particular Libra moon is uncompromising and unified around 1 or 2 goals, giving it more power. Use this energy today to help you define a strong sense of self and recognize that the greatest manipulation is personal power. A person cannot be shaken off knowing who they really are, has a type of magic that makes the weak wills of those that are pretending to shrink away. The goal in life, especially now, is one of self-control. There is a lot of pressure moving from one direction to another, a type of chaos designed to distract you from what is really important and to delay you achieving your goals. Don't let them. Forcing will not work. Moving from a place of suspicion may be what keeps you alive in these times. There is a new moon tomorrow, so you would be best to be served to let things come to their appropriate end. Tomorrow will be another day to pick up the sword of truth and fight again. My quote for today. I see a life slowly drifting by, drop by drop, the essence of a ballet. Caring for others replaced by caring for self. Things that used to be done are put on the shelf. We look back to a time and place where we were filled with life but lacked grace. Now with age comes the desire for a peaceful stance. I watch the drama of youth and smile with a glance. They see not with their eyes, but believe the disguise. They dream of fame, but they do not see the game. I have no desire to point out that their path is not going to give what they think in the aftermath. That is something we all have to learn. Karma has a way to completely overturn. And my blog for today. I'm so proud of those standing in lines to vote and they're standing in line for hours. Woo, woo, woo. Go, girls, men. I am so proud of you. Oh my gosh. I am grateful to be in a state that allows me to vote by mail, but I feel in my bones that I am one of those that would be standing in those lines. There is a relentless determination to take back the soul of our country from those who had tended to take it away. That makes my heart so happy. It gives me hope. Thank you, America, for having the courage to wait in long lines intended to intimidate those whose value is determined by the wealthy and the arrogant to be less than. Every one of you is an American and have rights. Every one of you count. Every one of you are needed to keep this freedom ship afloat in the storm of fascism. I am grateful to have all of you on this ship, cutting into the strong winds. Together, we will find a new land and a new direction. Thank you so much. Bye.